Assalamualaikum and welcome to our academic presentation. We are from Group 54, students from the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine. Before we start, please watch this video clip.
Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. Hold up. Wait a minute.
Now that I got your attention, based on the video, what do you think happened to the cat? Is the cat sick? A poet named Tom Leonard once said, "It's really a problem caused by irresponsible people who don't spay and neuter their pets." Essentially, the cat in the video had surgery to remove an animal's sexual system, either entirely or in a part. People use the terms such as neuter and spay to describe the surgery. According to several studies, spayed animals are less likely to develop a variety of common health issues. The examples are breast tumors, uterine infections, and testicular cancer. Therefore, for today's agenda, the theme of our presentation is the benefits of neutering and spaying to your pets. Moreover, the information was found based on the research from trusted sources and also our personal experience as veterinary students. Before we jump to the presentation, I would like to introduce ourselves. My name is Nukman Haiqal bin Muhammad Za'ba with my metric number 208085.
And my name is Intan Namirah Binti Ahmad Nasaruddin with the matrix number of 207784.
Our presentation today will be divided into 3 sections. Firstly, I will explain that neutering is to ensure the pet's health. And after that, Intan will talk about spaying to prevent unintended reproduction and conclude the points as well. Now, let's move on to the first main point, which is to ensure pet's health. Therefore, my first supporting point is that spayed animals can prevent pyometra. What proof do I have to support my statement? Based on McKenzie in 2010, he mentioned that spaying eliminates the risk of pyometra in dogs and cats. Plus, this picture displays the difference between a healthy uterus and infected pyometra uterus. As you can see, the healthy uterus does not have any inflammation, but for the infected pyometra uterus, it experiences inflammation and distension. Next, one study has documented an increase in the incidence of pyometra concurrent with the decrease in the rate of neutering in the population. Bear in mind that the OVH stated at the graph was ovariohysterectomy, or known as spaying for females. Over a 5-year period, the rate of elective neuters of female dog outpatient visits in the study facility declined from 11.7% to 9.1%. Meanwhile, the annual incidence of pyometra surgeries of female dog outpatient visits increased from 1.8% to 2.9%. Therefore, it does suggest the possibility that if neutering declines as a result of changing recommendation, a possible consequence may be an increase in the occurrence of pyometra. Secondly, neutering could prevent testicular and prostatic disease in male animals. Based on Howie in 2015, in the male dog, castration prevents testicular neoplasia or testicular cancer. Again, this visual shows the difference between healthy and testicular cancer. Besides, the disease for canine prostate is benign prostatic hyperplasia or BPH. The incidence of this disorder increases with age from 15 to 40% for dogs under 7 years of age to 60 to 100% of dogs over 7 years of age. Plus, BPH is a predisposing and complicating factor for prostatitis. Both BPH and prostatitis are rare in neutered dogs, and both are effectively prevented and treated by castration. That's all for my part. Now, I will give the presentation to Intan Namirah.
Thank you, Nukman, for the splendid introduction and for explaining the first of the many benefits of neutering and spaying. Next, neutering and spaying also prevent unintended reproductions. How is that so? It is proven over the years that spaying in females effectively eliminates the reproductive cycles and estrous behavior that is responsible for pregnancy. This is because the surgical sterilization done on female alter the gonadal hormones such as estrogen and progesterone, which are responsible to exhibit estrous periods that lead to female animals seeking for the company of a male. As of male animals, Galen Holland stated that the removal of testes from male dogs and cats reduces their breeding instinct by elimination of testosterone that contributes to the likelihood for this animal to show signs of arousal as well as frustration. For instance, we must at least witness dogs mounting at other dogs when they are taking a walk at the park, right? So these signs of behavior can easily be eliminated through surgical sterilization. Besides that, studies by Liz and Hyman also revealed that there was gradual disappearance of male copulatory patterns and ejaculatory response few weeks after animals have been castrated. Therefore, the removal of gonadal organs can improve the eliminations of intromissions and mounting on other animals by 24%. Moving on to the next point, neutering and spaying will also help controlling unintended reproductions by reducing the populations of unwanted stray cats and dogs. Neutering provides lifelong reproductive controls which help to prevent intact stray cats and dogs from occupying the streets, thereby simultaneously replacing them with neutered communities. Studies conducted by Wenstrup involving 186 shelters from 42 states in America showed that 53% of shelter dogs were strays and 43% were relinquished due to the rising number of unintended pets because of their failure in neutering. Therefore, by neutering animals prior to adoptions, it will help to ensure the decrease of animal reproduction in shelter, which will only contribute to the surplus of community. In addition, according to studies conducted by Daniel Speher, the implementations of trap neuter release program also reduced the number of stray intake into shelter by overall declinations of 55.8%. Trap neuter release programs enhance the welfare of the species by preventing the birth of kittens that would be marked for early death in the wild, or worse than that, death by euthanization in animal shelter. Therefore, it is undeniable that neutering can help prevent unintended reproduction through stray cats and dogs population controls, as the act of neutering just one male and female cat prevented more than 2,000 unwanted births in 4 years. In conclusion, it is undeniable that neutering and spaying brought many benefits not only to the pet owners but also to the society that we are living in. Not to mention, the pet itself will also have their fair share of advantages through the surgical sterilization approach, as neutered pet will have better behavioral outcome as well as increasing their lifespan. Besides that, the risk of developing life-threatening disease such as testicular neoplasia and pyometra that neutering helps to reduce is very much appreciated. With millions of pets killed every year, I personally don't see a rational reason on why we should continue to kill them in order to control the populations of stray cats and dogs. Therefore, to make a difference in their fate, it is in our hands to educate society as well as provide more resources to support the local organization in funding for the neutering program. That brings me to the end of my presentation. Thank you very much.